You know, in 2021, our liberties and our freedoms have truly been tested. They've been tested to the limit, beyond anything I've ever seen or read about in American history since way back to the American Revolution. So, that being said, I feel it's time that I share with you guys one of my favorite founding fathers and some of his quotes and inspirational words. We're going to talk about Sam Adams today. I mean, he is just one of the best. And I went on to a search engine, a non-Google search engine, and I typed in Samuel Adams quotes, and I came up with some just really great ones that just really have brought a lot of inspiration to me and reaffirmed my own beliefs. It gets hard in this world we're living in now. Sometimes you may think, oh man, am I hanging on to these old antiquated ideas that really have no meaning today? And the answer to that question is no. So here's what Samuel Adams had to say. Among the natural rights of the colonists are these. First, a right to life. Secondly, to liberty. And thirdly, to property, together with the right to defend them in the best manner they can. Samuel Adams. The natural liberty of man is to be free from any superior power on earth, and not to be under the will or legislative authority of man, but only to have the law of nature for his rule. The liberties of our country, the freedom of our civil constitution, are worth defending against all hazards, and it is our duty to defend them against all attacks. If ever a time should come when vain and aspiring men shall possess the highest seats in government, our country will stand in need of its experienced patriots to prevent its ruin. Samuel Adams. The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States, who are peaceable citizens, from keeping their own arms. This is a really good one. Our contest is not only whether we ourselves shall be free, but whether there shall be left to mankind an asylum on earth for civil and religious liberty. Mankind are governed more by their feelings than by reason, and man, does that one hit home today more than anything. I mean, these people that are running around letting their feelings dictate all of their decisions in life, it's so ridiculous. No people will tamely surrender their liberties, nor can any be easily subdued when knowledge is diffused and virtue is preserved. On the contrary, when people are universally ignorant and debauched in their manners, they will sink under their own weight without the aid of foreign invaders. All might be free if they valued freedom and defended it as they should. Nil desperandum, never despair. That is a motto for you and me. All are not dead, and where there is a spark of patriotic fire, we will rekindle it. Democracy never lasts long. It soon wastes, exhausts, and murders itself. Who will be the next Samuel Adams? Is it you? It's definitely not me. The guy was brilliant. I mean, you can just hear from the way that he spoke and the way he was able to convey the meaning of the words that he was trying to speak across. I mean, it's just a brilliant, brilliant mind Samuel Adams had. Where are those people? I mean, are they busy spending all of their intelligence on things that are meaningless, or things that basically will, in a way, sell them out down the road? I don't know. It's just very interesting. Where is Samuel Adams? Where is Thomas Jefferson? Where are the people, the John Adams, the important people we need right now in this country, especially in 2021? I don't know. These are just things I ponder, guys. I don't have the answers for this, but it seems to me that we're circling the drain, and I don't see anyone throwing us a life raft or, doing anything to stop the descent. It does not take a majority to prevail, but rather an irate, tireless minority, keen on setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. That's a powerful quote right there. I mean, where are you the next Sam Adams? Where is Sam Adams for 2021? We need him real bad. Oh, this is powerful, especially as it applies to today. How strangely will the tools of a tyrant pervert the plain meaning of words? It's one of the things that the liberals love to do, is change the definitions of words. Just so many things as it relates to the pandemic, I guess we'll call it, that we had in 2020. They changed so many definitions, so many things. It's unbelievable. And this right here is my favorite quote from Samuel Adams ever. If ye love wealth greater than liberty, the tranquility of servitude greater than the animating contest for freedom, go home from us in peace. We seek not your counsel, nor your arms. Crouch down and lick the hands that feed you. May your chains set lightly upon you, and may posterity forget that ye were our countrymen. And honestly, that's the way I feel about most things these days. That really summarizes just the way I feel about people that I'm dealing with that don't see the value of liberty, or they don't see the liberty being taken away from us on a daily basis. They don't understand that these people that are in power now got there by basically stealing and manipulating and hiding the fact that they did all of that stuff, and we're not allowed to talk about that sort of thing in certain platforms. So we've reached a new level of, I don't know what to even call it. It's really soft tyranny, but there really is no such thing. That's kind of an oxymoron to say soft tyranny. Tyranny is a hard thing, but it's like we're slowly slipping into tyranny, and we're allowing it to happen. I mean, how free are you? Can you go out on your own property and start a fire and burn on your property? Or do you have to call someone and get a permit? That's one level of freedom. Look around. I mean, anything that you can think of, do you have to get a permit for that? Or can you just go out and do that and start your own business? You know, look around your own state. Determine, are you free there? Would you be freer if you move further out into the country rather than living in a suburb or a city? These are all questions you need to ask yourself and talk to your own family about, because as I've said before, there's definitely a storm coming. And you know, it's coming in the form of super hyperinflation, extremely high energy and fuel prices. I mean, obviously that's the plan. I heard something recently that from a farmer. Actually, it was not a first-hand account, but I heard something through a farmer that someone sent me a video on Facebook, and it was basically, if I can figure out how to link it, I will. But the guy was talking about how essentially they're paying the farmers to till their crops under again. And the reason I believe it's true is because they did this in 2020 in the middle of a pandemic. And it was blamed on multiple things, but they do this quite often, where they pay the farmers more money to till their crops under than they do to produce the crops. So it's a tough world right now, guys. I hope you're prepping up. I hope you're already out on a homestead, or at very least out in the suburbs and not in the cities, because I fear that the cities are going to be the front lines of the battle that could be coming. I hope it doesn't come, but we've got a clash of ideologies going on in this country. We've got some people that were raised the old way and believe in freedom and liberty, and we've got other people that believe in socialism and communism and controlling the means of production. So anyways, don't want to ramble on too long here. I got to get back to burning, because I am free here. I can burn without, getting a permit and stuff like that. I can do things on my property out here that you can't do in the city. That's just a small example, but another thing is I can have vehicles and stuff. If they don't run, you know what? That's a project for me, and I can work on it 10 years from now if I get around to it. If I lived in the city, there's no way I'd be able to have project vehicles sitting around. They'd come around, put orange stickers on them, and threaten to tow them off or to fine you. Ask me how I know, because I grew up in a city. And I had a vehicle back then that wasn't even broken down, and they'd come around if it sat there for more than 2 or 3 days straight without moving. And that is a form of Orwellian wet dream, because it's essentially they're spying on you. They're driving around, seeing what you're up to every day in the city. So, anyways, guys, I'd get out to the country while you can and learn to produce on your own farm, whatever that may be in your area. It's going to be specific to your area. But learn to produce, learn to farm, whatever, harvest firewood, sell that, whatever you can do to make money outside of the cash system, because I fear it's going to collapse. Appreciate you tuning in, guys. Let me know what you thought about these Sam Adams quotes and what you think about anything else down in the comments. We'll talk to you next time.